Service, Immigration Board, they had a meeting, and for the very first time it was announced that 9,973 officermen of the call were being promoted. And if it interests you to know, since the establishment of the board, we've not had it like this, where we'll be promoting over 41 ACGs out of Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, and that is about 38 years ago. Our Commandant General, Dr. Hamid Abubakar Howdy, MNI OFR, when he came on board, he vowed and made a pledge that there won't be any room again for bad luck for promotions, and we see it happening in our time. I'm expecting to clap for my Commandant General. And also, we thank God for the visionary leader we are having at the Ministry of Interior, talking about the Minister of Interior, Dr. Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, who has helped much in making this vision to come to reality. Ladies and gentlemen, officers and men of the corps, on behalf of the Commandant General, I sincerely welcome you to this red letter moment, that is the decoration of newly promoted officers of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps. And let me first start by introducing someone. It's been a great pleasure to have him here all the way from Zamfara State. I'm talking about His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Zamfara State, Dr. Dauda Lawal, ably represented by his Chief of Staff, Honorable Mukhtar Mohammed Luga, MON. A big round of applause for him. And also, I would like to recognize the presence of someone I'm always delighted to have anytime I'm opportune to handle the mic. He's the #1 person talking about NSCDC all over the Federation. He's someone we are glad to have at a time like this. A credible and reliable administrator, a renowned security expert. His role in the security architecture of this country is already a public knowledge. A man who knows what to be done, how it is to be done, and when it is to be done. I'm talking about our own Commandant General, Dr. Hamid Abubakar Howdy, MNI OFR. Our Commandant General is a learned CG, and there's no way you see him as the associate professor and not having some professors in our midst. First, I would like to introduce someone. I said he's here all the way from Osun State. I have the opportunity to meet with him one-on-one so many years ago while I was PRO in Osun State. Something fascinating about this professor is that we all know NAPTEP very well. He has saved so many students from writing WAEC and NECO over and over again. He happened to be the pioneer of NAPTEP. And it might interest you to know that this great man sold his house to start the office of NAPTEP. And today he is the pioneer of NAPTEP. I'm talking about Professor Uluaino. It's good to have you around, sir. Also, we are having another professor in our midst. Is someone we see almost every time out of Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps. He has been the person helping out and doing all things together with the Commandant General to make sure this vision is being actualized. I'm talking about Professor Theo Frederick Temba, the Chief Consultant. You're welcome, sir. You can see how the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, we have this synergy, and that's why we have some big top shots in our midst. I first have to recognize the presence of the Fiji Nigeria Correctional Service, Aliu Nambaba MNI, ably represented by Comptroller Elsie Cyrus. A big round of applause for him. Also in our midst, the Fiji Immigration Service, Kemi Mananap, ably represented by ACG CN Honora, PCC. You're welcome, man. Also from the fire service, the Fiji Fire Service, the Fiji Jaji Olola Abdul Ganiyu, ably represented by ACG Emi Tambari. You're welcome, sir. While talking about Safe School Initiative, there is an Amazon in our midst, and we can't put her aside. She's been backing up this project from the onset, and we thank God we are having her here this morning. I'm talking about Ajia Alima Ilia, the National Coordinator, Financing Safe School. A big round of applause for her, please. And joining her this morning, we're having Navy Captain M.W. Aluchi, the member technical team. Please, a big round of applause for him too. We are having Major General Peter Doka, retired in our midst. A big round of applause for him. We recognize the presence of all the DCGs here. They've been very, very supportive. I'll first start by introducing the DCG Intelligence and Investigation, DCG Nnamdi. Also in our midst this morning, we are having the DCG Technical Service, DCG Zakari Ibrahim Nigi, FDC. I also recognize the presence of DCG Administration, DCG Adeyinka Fasiu Ayila. Also in our midst this morning, we are having DCG Crisis Management, DCG Pedro Ideba Awili. I also recognize the presence of DCG in charge of Critical National Assets and Infrastructure, DCG Ahmed Lawal Haruna, FDC. I would like to recognize the DCG in charge of Operations, DCG Philip Ayuba. Oh, okay. All right. I made known that the representative of the Permanent Secretary is very much around from the Ministry of Interior. I'm talking about Dr. Magdalena Ajani, ably represented by Alhaji Nasru Usman, the Director Joint Service Department. A big round of applause for him. As we come to the high table, and following him, we have the Deputy Director for Civil Defense, Ajia Adiza Kanda. A big round of applause for her too. We recognize the presence of all the royal fathers in our midst this morning, all our esteemed guests, all our ACGs, commandants in our midst, officers and men of the call, gentlemen of the press, all protocol duly observed. I am Babawali Afolabi, the National PRO, and I'll not be doing this alone. I have some couple of officers from the PR unit that will be working together. So at this juncture, let me quickly call on the DCG administration to come and give us the welcome address. A big round of applause for him, please.